All right, cue the fade out as usual, folks. How y'all doing? Let's go ahead and switch over here. Let me just get the music going though. Genres, no. I feel like I always pick this song first. Let's pick another one. Yeah, it's a good one. Let's start the party with this one. Let's go ahead and switch over. Say hello to everyone. Before I do that, let me just make sure. Sorry, guys. I'm usually a little bit more prepared than this. All right, cool. Hello, everyone. Niraj, what's up, Johnny? How you doing, my friend? Bidarius, hello to everyone. How you doing? How you doing, my friend? Matthew White, hey, Johnny. Hey, Matt, good to see you. What's up, everyone? Have a good stream, Johnny. We'll watch it later. Oh, come on, Harvey. Give us all the fun. Alley Cat, hi to all. It's good to see you, my friend, as usual. See, is it Rathon? Rathan? I think we're gonna stick with Rathon. If I mispronounce your name, I'm so sorry. But hello, good to see you. Sorry, guys. I'm honestly, to be completely transparent, I literally woke up like 20 minutes ago. So my voice is still a little dry. I'm, drinking my morning water. I wanted to get on stream earlier today, around like 12. I was gonna get up around like 10:30, but I didn't go to bed till like 3 a.m. last night. Guys, my sleep schedule is beyond screwed for some reason. I don't know what it is. Like the night before, I slept for 3 hours. Right, I only slept for maybe 3 or 4 hours tops, and I pretty much, trucked through the entire day. Had no problems, even at night. I went out, hung out with some friends last night. I didn't get home till like 12:30 a.m. Felt perfectly fine. So went to bed. I kind of like stayed asleep. So we're here. Rathon. Okay, cool. First one is correct. Awesome. Just want to make sure I got it right. Mr. Reckless. Hey, Johnny. Good to see you, my friend. Harvey. LOL. Gotta go to the pub. Dude, stop the stream. Get some sleep. This can't be healthy. I mean, I slept from 3 to pretty much like I woke up at like 11:50. So what is that? 6 hours is 9. And I got my full 8 hours. I won't be able to go to sleep now even if I tried. So we're here. We're just gonna hang out, talk TA, do our thing. Yeah. So if you guys haven't seen the most recent upload to the channel, I'll go ahead and pull it up here. Come on. I just want to make this announcement before we go ahead and talk TA here. But if you guys haven't seen what is on this page. Oh, wow. I made the search results here. That is me. That's pretty cool, man. So if you go over to the channel, I did put a banner up. What do you guys think of the banner? I had this made very simple, very straightforward. It's really cool. There's a bunch of different options we have here, but for the unfortunate part is I'm not sure, did it change on? Okay, no, it's for some reason the thumbnail on the stream was this. I'm like, I don't want that to happen. But what do you guys think of the thumbnail, or do you think of the banner? But anyway, if you guys go to the channel, most recent video I uploaded, it's official. David Tech and Trigger.Trade and I are I guess partners, or I'm working with Trigger.Trade, and we're going to be using their platform to take our trades for us. I am very excited. If you guys haven't seen the video, please go ahead and watch it. Just going over how to set it up and going over like the promotion that we're doing. Long story short, if you guys sign up for a lifetime of the Discord, you do get a lifetime access of that, which by itself is a huge value, because I'm not going to sit here and point fingers or highlight too much of the competition. But I've used previous platforms in the past, and some of these platforms are charging $20-$30 a month, some of them even higher from what I've heard. So the value from that alone is tremendous, and it works great. I haven't had any issues. The UI is pretty straightforward. I love the platform. So if you guys are interested, like I said, it's not guaranteed. You don't have to do any of this. To me, it's a big investment, yes. But if you guys are going to stick to this to the long or in the long haul or in the long run, I think it's definitely a tool worth investing in, just to save headache, save time, save sleep. Doing it the old-fashioned way can work, but it definitely, there's a lot of room for error when it comes to the old-fashioned way. Let's see. More than hours, routine is crucial when it comes to sleep. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know why I'm just very bad. Like, I was like this a lot when I was a kid. During summer breaks, me and one of my closest friends, one of my childhood friends, we would stay up and play video games till like 5 or 6 a.m. every day. I had no problem. Sleep for like 6-7 hours, wake up at like 12, 1 o'clock. Do a little bit in the morning, in the afternoon, and by like 3 or 4 o'clock p.m. we're back. Play video games for 12 hours straight. Those were the good days, but I kind of carried over into how I do things now. Back when COVID first hit, I got sent home from work, and I maybe lasted a week on a good sleep schedule before I was up till 5 a.m. in the morning. And then it seems like it is happening again. So yeah, but we're here. All right, guys, without getting too far into it, let's go over to TA, because I know a lot of you guys are here for that. We'll go ahead and shoot the shit later. Guys, if you DM me, like I said, I just woke up. I responded to some of my DMs as of this morning, but if I haven't answered you, I'll double check later while we're streaming. But I should be decently caught up. But if I missed you, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and talk what's going on here. So you guys know the drill. As of recently, we had this pump, and this is creating a larger ABC. I have the magnet tool on. Larger A to a B to a C. All right, and as of now, the C is very overextended. So what does that mean? The initial, I'm just gonna get rid of this right now, actually. So, going over to, I'm just gonna keep this red. This is the real pivot we're looking to catch, but at the moment, guys, I still don't see a clear separation in trend. And for me, according to the rules, how I view things, we are going to be looking at this as a C wave, but I want to see its own ABC form. If we can get a little bit more of a dump and then slowly work our way up, that's going to be a clear separation in trend, and I will absolutely take that short if necessary, or if the setup does form. But as of right now, I don't think we're there yet. I'm trying to be objective as possible. I also do understand that sometimes we might not just get a setup like this. We can just dump off a cliff. Or, in my opinion, I think things are still looking pretty bullish. If you guys don't know the overall macro idea of what I'm currently viewing or how I'm viewing this, is that we look at these from an ABC perspective. ABC to an A, ABC to a B, ABC to a C. I'll draw the in-betweens here. This looks pretty good as a completed overall structure. The real question is this the bottom, or is this the beginning of something else? So it's either the bottom, which we mentioned with the first ABC, or what if that ABC is just one larger A? We're working on a pullback B somewhere, probably. I think if we do continue to pump, I'm going to say we're going to hit like 32K, and then come back down and put in a lower low and an extension. Very similar to how the bull market developed. Very pretty continuous uptrend, larger pullback for continuation higher, and just a slight wick above the high was all it needed, and then created enough bearish pressure to start the bear market. So me personally, I'm kind of leaning more towards this, just because I keep saying everyone. I'm exaggerating. A lot of people out in the space right now, I would say, argue the majority of people are pretty bearish at the moment, especially now that we're kind of holding at this resistance. The longer we hold this region, I think the more bearish people are going to be. And so trying to play devil's advocate and try to go against the herd, me personally, I think we're due for a larger bump. Now, if you guys think I'm wrong and you think a majority of people are bullish, let me know. But me, from what I've seen, a lot of the bigger YouTubers out there seem to be pretty bearish right now. That's just me. But we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm keeping this option as the main option as of now. I will absolutely change that if needed. In order for me to have this idea be changed, we have to go back to a smaller time frame, smaller perspective, focus on what's going on. And like I said, if we can get a clear bearish setup on a nice 1 to 2 hour perspective, I will go ahead and take that and try to trade the reversal on the way down. But if that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Jerry, yo, good to see you, my friend. How you doing? Good morning. You know, for me, it's good morning at least. All right, and so like I said, that's pretty much it. I'm still holding my long positions. I plan on holding them. You know, I'm holding them long from 15,475, or I think my entry was, what was my entry? Yeah, 15,473. I'm still holding that. I'm still sticking to it until we get another bullish setup similar to perspective in this. Like I said, it doesn't have to be exact, but I need to be able to clearly see it on the 1 to 2 hour. I would say the 1 hour. If I can see a clear ABC pullback on a 1 hour, I'll go ahead and take profit on the long and try to play into the continuation. As of right now, we do not have that. We have a little pullback here, but this is just a little blip on the map, in my opinion. So, keeping that in mind, like I said, in from 15,473. If we can continue to, pull back and we form a bullish structure, I'll go ahead and take profit on that long. But we are not there yet. So the game plan still stands. Let's move on over to Ethereum. How is Ethereum looking now? Same perspective, the same approach, as I like to say. ABC to an A, ABC to a B, and then this is just one continuous C. The question is this done, or is this the beginning of something? I'm gonna be on the fence. I'm gonna be on the fence that maybe just the beginning of something, and we're working on an A to a B to a C to form a larger B before coming down further. Like I said, I need to see certain things happen in order for me to remain or keep this bias. We can easily reverse anywhere in this region. All right, anywhere from, I'll go ahead and show you here, but that's the main idea I'm looking for. Eventually, we're gonna have its own ABC, something like that, an extension of the C, which will probably take us into like 2024, late 2023, early 2024. If this could happen, fantastic. I'll be a lot more bullish on the overall macro structure, and I probably will be going pretty heavy in my spot buying, and definitely try to go into or switch to a bullish bias. All right, keeping that idea in mind, keeping that larger structure. The main thing I'm looking for at the moment are two pivots, this high and the bottom. Right, if the low can break now, regardless, even if we put in a new high, ultimately I want to see this low at 876.50 be broken. If that can break, it doesn't even have to happen when we get up here. I'll show you an idea that gets us down there now. We can easily be putting something like an A to a B to a C to an A to a B to a C, and then we're currently in an A to a B to a C. All right, to create a larger AB. We can reverse from here. We don't necessarily have to put in a new high, and that could be a push towards the downside. If that is the case, ideally I would like to see a bearish setup form, maybe come back down, put in one more high before I can go ahead and try to take a short off that. We'll see how this develops in the near future. Like I said, this looks a little bit more clear in my opinion. That bullish setup is not enough for me to take profit though. I could definitely, if we put in one more high, I probably would go ahead and try to short Ethereum. Yeah, I'll have to, it really depends on how this develops. If we shoot straight up from here, maybe not, but if we continue a little bit more sideways and then put in another high, I probably would go ahead and take it. But as of now, those are the two main ideas. If we don't come up, put it at high past 2032 or 2030, what was it, 2025, 2028, somewhere around there, whatever the peak of this wick is here. All right, if we don't put it in a higher high past that level, we can easily come down reversed at any point. The structure is there. We do have an argument for that happening. But yeah, that's pretty much it. For ETH, besides the fact that I am holding a long position from this larger ABC here. So I'm currently holding that position. If we can continue to hold above that without breaking in the low, obviously we're due to keep pumping. And I will take profit on that long if we get a nice clear separation in trend, something like that. Let's see. Hold on. Let's do the test. How are we look on a 1 hour? Yeah. I would say something like this to this size, perhaps. Something around this size, I would go ahead and consider that a take profit area. And try to take the new setup soon, guys. We will get there soon. Let's see. Alley Cat, how much are the whales moving the market in your opinion? It's tough to say exactly how much. I think they do have an influence. It's more about playing against the retail trader. That's what it's mostly is about. It's they take positions where people are buying. They're selling when people are buying, and they're buying when people are selling. That's the easiest way to explain it. Murdering Monk, have my children, Johnny. Oh no. I'm saving myself for Kite. You know this, Monk. I thought you were saving yourself for Kite too. Come on. We can't be going around his back, behind his back like that. Come on. But yeah, I think when it comes to whale manipulation, I think it does play a role, and I think that's why you see these quick reversals is because they're playing into the idea of people selling into breakouts of supports as well as breakouts above resistance. That's why ABCs work so well, in my opinion. That's the major reason why I love ABCs, and it's the reason why I think ABCs are very effective, because it goes against that the beginner mentality of trying to trade breakout zone to zone. Yeah, so we'll have to see how it develops. Like I also said, I think whales do play a part. I don't think it's as big as a part as people think, but I definitely think that does come into play. Maybe change the tag from trigger dot to trigger bot. That's hey, Benarius, that's not my call. That's what they decide. That's what the YouTube channel is named. I don't think you could actually put a period, like an actual dot on the YouTube tag, I think. So that's why they did that instead, which is, you know, something I probably would do. All right, let's go over LTC, because LTC is giving us some headaches recently, but we are in a position now. A to a B to a C. All right, and we did program the trigger trade bot to go ahead and maintain the short position for us. If you guys need help setting that up, if you guys are in my Discord, please let me know. I'll go through a rundown of how to do it again. Yeah, or if you guys need help, if you guys need help in general, or if you have any questions about trigger.trade, what I am going to do, I'm probably going to do this later today. I'm going to add William to the group and give him his own specific role. So if you guys have any questions, I'll also give him his own channel. If you guys have any questions regarding the bot, go ahead and message, you know, if there's any issues with it down the line, or if there's any updates or anything that has to happen. I think having William in the group to let us know what's going on is definitely going to be good for you guys, good to help us out. So when it comes to now, okay, let me talk about a possible scenario here. If this is a situation to where possibly this is a larger A and we're getting a B to a C, I might go ahead and take a long on that. I'm not in any bullish positions. It's possible that we could get something like this. If that does happen, it's going to cause a little bit of more headache for us in the short position. But if we do go ahead, this is something I do want to highlight as well. If we go ahead and put in a higher high, I'll go ahead and try to take that. Besides, maybe I'll try to. I'll see how it goes, because it's getting to the point where, like, let me show you this. You have a larger ABC within, or you have a very macro ABC, and to me, we're in a possible B wave. Right, just to give you guys an example, we're in a larger possible B wave. What I mean by that is, off of this ABC, we could be forming a B for a continuation lower to a C. Okay, something like that. If that is the case, we zoom in, we draw our own ABC. We zoom in again, a little bit more. We have an ABC within the C. All right. And now we're possibly forming an ABC within the C within the C. You can see how we're kind of tunneling in. You can get yourself into a situation real fast where you try to catch the top of the larger move. You can. It's not viable. It's not the best option to do. It is possible, but I promise you guys, it's going to cost you more headaches than you would want it to be, or we would want to deal with. So for me, I'm willing to take one more. If we just continue pumping higher, I'm just gonna leave LTC alone, to be honest. Besides the fact that we have a smaller C here, or we have a smaller ABC here, and we're possibly putting in a higher high, that's the last position I'm willing to take for LTC. But if this continues to dump, fantastic. Like I have to prioritize the larger structure at the moment. We're currently below the A, so the bearish pressure is there. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to hold, but I think there definitely is a lot more bearish pressure coming, or at least for LTC. File USDT is doing good in terms of ABC, but KDA is ruthless. Yes, Rathan, it's KDA. I mean, I took this KDA short. If you guys were in the last stream, we did it in stream. I let the guys in the group know. I took a half risk position on this, just because KDA, I've been burned so many times with KDA. I have to kind of play with it. I have to tread lightly when it comes to a coin like this. And as well as I'm taking the LTC short. So hopefully we'll get this to work. Worst case scenario, we'll hang on to the LTC or to the KDA trade, and that should make up, if we come back down here, that should make up for all the losses we had for LTC. So worst case scenario, we're back to a clean slate. But ideally, we're here to make money. So hopefully the LTC trade continues to fall. What was the coin you said? File you. I don't think I have file on my list. I might file on my other list. Let's take a look at that. I do. All right, so the macro pivot for file is going to be around like 49 cents. You can see we're kind of putting resistance at that region. It needs to get back above that level for it to be a little bit more bullish. Even still, with the macro pivot of this ABC, or I keep saying macro, the larger pivot of this ABC, this is still considered, in that region. So there's a lot of resistance in this area, in my opinion. But ABCs are decent on file. I've noticed that. Did we put in a lower low here? We did, so that doesn't count. The setups can be nice. I find it to be a little bit more drastic in the moves though, so it's kind of hard to catch large exact tops, exact bottoms, or not exact tops, but structures that would lead to larger reversals. You can see we just come straight up here, put in a wick. Same thing here, come straight down, put in a wick. Extended consolidation to another range. It's kind of hard to build healthy setups that way. Do you take any macro news into consideration when exploring future legs? Yeah, like kind of. When it comes to the BTC, like more macro position, you know, I'm talking about like the larger possible structure of the bear market. I'm taking into the consideration of the fact of, one, everyone is bearish right now. Two, I consider macro news, but I don't necessarily play into the macro news. If anything, everyone, how do I say this? The best way how I approach macro news is it's the same idea how I approach people, how people are viewing markets on YouTube. Kind of like trying to grab the sentiment of what possibly could be happening. One of the things I look for is, you know, a lot of people out in the traditional market space are, you know, keeping an eye on. I think what's the new thing that's out right now? The debt ceiling or something like that. I think we're hitting the debt ceiling to where we can't take on any more debt. People are concerned with that. That might in turn. I need to sneeze. Hold on. Nope. False alarm. Oh god, that sucks. The worst is when they don't want to come out. Oh god, my eyes are watering. So going back to what I said before was, I will take those things into consideration, but in my head, I'm like, these news on a macro scale are bad. From a macroeconomic standpoint are bad. The thing that fools most people is how bad it's going to be. From what I have seen, it seems like results are very drastic and overreacted, or they're underreported, if that makes sense. It's like with the COVID situation. It was very bad. Stuff was happening. People didn't really take it seriously at first, and so the markets, you know, responded accordingly. Can we see the COVID dump? No, we can't. At least when it comes to the beginning of things. And then, you know, it was a very fast wick. We came back down and eventually continued the uptrend. Same thing with what's going on now. Possibly everyone is overreacting. Let's say the opposite. Let's say everyone is expecting very bad times to come, which can happen. But one of the things you have to consider is, yes, these bad times could be coming, but what if it's not as bad as everyone thinks? Okay. If that is the case, markets are probably going to do well, or if they do pull back, it's going to be just a healthy correction. Or in this case, a lot of people are bearish right now because they're expecting bad times. But what if it's not as bad as people think? If that is the case, we might come back, you know, consolidate, have a little bit more of a healthier pullback, and just continue upward from there. That can very well happen, or we can just continue to pump and maybe later on eventually feel the effects of it. If that is the case, maybe we're front running and shaking people out of markets, which is something I truly think could be happening at the moment right now. Going into 2023, everyone is waiting on these on these CPI reports, on data reports to come out, and doesn't really have that much of an effect, in my opinion, at least from what I've seen. I could be wrong, but just based on what I've seen, it doesn't have that much of an instant effect. Maybe over time it might affect the overall structure of how things could be forming, but for me personally, I don't take that much into consideration when it comes to stuff like that. It's more about taking the news, figuring how that can screw people over, and also taking the effect of how market structure can screw people over. So that was a long way to answer your question, Alley Cap, but that's how I view things. Hopefully that helps. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. Guys, I'm gonna be here for a little while. I'm not gonna do a 2-hour stream. No, I can't do that. I might be on, because I have to, I gotta be available by 2 o'clock, and as well as after I gotta call my the mechanic I go to. I think my car's having starting to have problems now. I'm not gonna play. I know a little bit about cars. I don't know too much. All I know is that I can smell something burning. I do need an oil change, so I might just go ahead and do that, but I might have them take a look and see if there's any leaks going on. I have a bad feeling. I gotta check my coolant levels, because when I turned on the heat last night, it was extra hot, and usually that means that there's not enough coolant in circulation, so they turn on these accessory fans to try to get the heat out of the engine. If that is the case, if my coolant levels are low, I have to check for any leaks. Worst case scenario, I might need a head gasket. If I need a head gasket for my car, I am fucked. I am screwed. So if that happens, if I need a head gasket for my car, I drive a Subaru, so if you guys don't know, the cylinder heads are facing sideways, so that requires you to pull the engine. Tashin Bitcoin Dump, check it out. My friend, you gotta get off the 1 minute, man. You gotta get off the 1 minute. That move is that dump is a very small blip on the map. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But yeah. Get off the 1 minute. Come on. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just busting your balls. If your heater is working, more than likely the heater will blow cold because the heater core is below the coolant level. Oh yeah. Yeah, but what if the engine's hot though? Because this used to happen on my Jeep before I sold it. There was a above coolant level. S&P was moving up a bit. I like looking at the correlation between S&P and DXY, but a gray zoom out for me too. Yeah, you know what? That actually brings up a good point. Let's go ahead and take a look at traditional. All right, this is interesting. But Druther, this what would happen is radiator fan coming on when it's warmed up. I don't hear it. I mean, I can, how do I say this? I can hear it going on, but it's like it's not kicking in, if that makes sense. Usually the only reason I'm speaking from experience is because my Jeep did this before I sold it. I had to replace the gasket, but what happened is the coolant would be burning inside the engine. I would run out of coolant, and basically the radiator fan would really kick in, and that's when it would blow extra heat into the heater. But I warmed it up. I drove it on the way home. Once I got towards like the last leg of my drive, like last like 5 minutes, I started smelling something burning. It didn't smell like coolant, but something's burning. And then I hate how this gets in the way. Sorry. And I'm not listening to Christmas songs. I hate when they do this. Okay. I have to see. I'm just gonna check my coolant levels, because if my coolant levels are low, that means something's eating coolant. As of right now for the S&P, but brother, I will message you on Discord after this. But I have a feeling that I have to take it to the shop. So you have an ABC here. We need to get back above this pivot, but what most likely is going to happen is that we might be getting an extension of the B. Something like this. So if we do get this dump, it still could happen, but we just might take a little bit longer to get there. So keeping that in mind. Or, you know, we can easily say that maybe the S&P is working down towards a larger dump like this. Absolutely in the cards, but for me, I have to take it one level at a time. If this support here fails and that structure doesn't hold, the next level to test is there. Alan Clark, hi, I'm late. No worries, my friend. We're only going for 30-40 minutes. We're still doing our TA here. Jerry, you playing Jingle Bells? Unfortunately, Jerry, for some reason, the music platform that I use, they put Christmas music on here and they just never took it off. So every once in a while, you might hear a Christmas jingle, and it's not just like a regular Christmas song. It's like a house EDM version of it, which, in my opinion, is even worse. So If you guys hear it, don't worry, I hear it too, and I will definitely skip it as soon as I can. Upside Down Head, hello Johnny, ABC crew, good to see you, my friend. How you doing? Tashin, yep, agreed, could be lower. Yeah, there's a couple different ways it could be playing out, but I have to. There's main levels to keep an eye out on. If we come up and break this high, bear structure. If we continue lower, put in a bull structure, we can still come up here and test, but we might just put in another leg higher, if that makes sense. But if we continue to push down past this level, the next level to reclaim is to be that low. Age 44, hello Johnny. That's awesome in a really cringe way. Yeah, it's really cringe. I hate it. Age 44, did I miss the whole TA? Excuse me. You missed the beginning of like Bitcoin, ETH, Litecoin. I can go ahead and go over that if you guys want me to again. Sorry, I missed the TA. I will take XMR. Sure, just wondering if it will go lower. Let's take a look at XMR. Actually, hold on. Let me do the DXY first, just because someone else did bring it up. All right, the DXY is holding for now. There's a couple areas support, but as long as the DXY is below 103, it looks bearish. The reason why I say that is off of a 2-day, or let's do a 180. You do have a larger A to a B to a C. So the pivot for that is 103.89. If we could stay below that, DXY is looking bad in terms, good for Bitcoin and other assets. So let's take a look at XMR. Oh, did you take that trade, Alan Clark? If you did, good on you, man. You have to, in this sort of situation, Alan, you have to prioritize the larger structure. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know you possibly see this as an ABC bullish setup, which could be the case, but you have to prioritize the larger bear structure. For me, if I go to a 2-hour, even a 4-hour, this ABC is very pronounced. It's very distinguishable. You can see it. I don't have to go to a zoom in perspective. In this sort of situation, you kind of have to prioritize the shorts, because I'm not saying XMR is doomed, but I think you can see a larger push to the downside. The KDA short worked well, but I only took LTC. Yeah, see, with KDA, I told you guys you could have, I let you guys know in the group that I was taking it. I took a half risk position. So instead of risking my full 3%, I risked only 1.5, give myself a little more of a stop loss. If I use full, I'm not going to play woulda, shoulda, coulda, but if I use full risk, we definitely would have been sitting pretty right now. We'd be sitting double the profit where I'm at right now. Sitting around $100, but it's all right. The account's still hovering around the same, so our hedge trades are working. If you guys see this Bitcoin short, I was trying to show someone an example of this, and I accidentally took a BTC trade, like showing the bot, and I actually got in decent. So I think, how much am I risking? $10. Maybe I'll go ahead and take profit on this. I don't know. I just like keep leaving this open. But LTC's doing decent. KDA's doing good. It gives you more of an edge just in case, price does dump further, but we'll see how. I'm going to be more likely to take this off the table sooner just because I'm not supposed to be in this position anyway. But I was trying to provide an example. Let's see. Are you going to do XRP again? Looks like it's trying to break out again to maybe try for 55 cents. Just hoping BTC doesn't dump before that. Yeah, I'll take a look at XRP. Yeah, so on the larger structure, it definitely it can be bullish. It's because we wicked below and put in that and immediately put in that lower low and came right back above. So it looks good from that perspective. I'm going to say something else though. Possibly this could be an A to a B to a C. I'm not too keen on this. But I think if it wants to come down and put in that lower low, I think this is the structure it wants to do. So, I'm not trying to scare you, but just keep in mind, like I said, same thing when it comes to XMR. You have to prioritize the larger structure. In this case, there's an ABC here. Things are looking pretty good for XRP at the moment. even if BTC does dump, who knows? XRP could hold, or it might not dump as much. Mana maybe also ready for bearish ABC. Let's take a look at that. All right, so first things first, like I said, I like to view coins from a macro perspective first. We do have this pivot here off of this larger ABC. Not the cleanest, but it's there. We're currently sitting above that, so things that look pretty. It looks pretty good. Let's see. Ah, jeez. From a okay, I can kind of see where you're coming from, Mama. I would prefer to see a larger structure though. I know you're viewing this as an ABC. I would like to see more of a larger separation like that. Doesn't necessarily have to happen, but if I go to a 1 to 2 hour, I need to be able to clearly see it. And from 1 hour, you can kind of see it. A 30 minutes could be way more pronounced, but if it can pull back a little bit further and then start making its way up, I would consider that a bearish ABC, yes. The only thing that sucks though is I want to go outside and then check my coolant levels in my car and stuff, but is it raining or... Oh yeah, it is raining. Got light rain though. Damn. But yeah, if my car needs a head gasket, I am screwed. For a Subaru, that's like a $2,000-$3,000 job. I do not want to spend that money. I mean, I've had that car for like 4 or 5 years now, and I put almost 60,000 miles on that. 4 or 5 years? When did I get this car? I got it in October of 18? 19, 21, 22. Yeah. All right, so that's about 4 years. Or did I get it in 19? I don't remember. But I put a lot of miles on this car. So I was waiting for something like this to happen. If this is the case, interesting, might hedge my bet a bit. I'm in at 33 on a grid bot and just really don't want to give it up. Is it 33? Like 33 flat? Like 33 even? Like, because if you got it at 33 even if off of this ABC, it's still decent. That's still decent. 38, 33, 28. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think you're better off holding it, Jerry. Don't let that go. Worst case scenario, if you do dump, this is why I tell you guys not, like, I think this is a good example. In scenarios like this, price is heavily in a favor of an ABC. If that ABC wasn't meant to hold, it would get a larger reversal. For me, I'd rather pay for price to go ahead and make a larger move and take the loss, if that makes sense. So we can go ahead and move on to the next position. That's just me. When it comes to LTC, for example, like, I'm willing to take the couple stops, but I want price to move in a significant direction, whether it's up or down. Preferably down in this case scenario. But if we do continue to pump up, even past that pivot of the prior ABC, I'll take the loss so we can focus on the next set of trades. That's one of those scenarios. That's something I like to do. Let me just make sure. God. Trading psychology is a major player. That is absolutely facts true. If anything, I argue, I make this argument a lot. Trading psychology is more important than the actual trading itself. That I think is more important. That's something I have learned over the course of experience and learn in reading books. If you guys aren't in my Discord, guys, please, I know it's not the most fun in the world. It's not the most fun thing to do, but if you guys are going to take this seriously, if you guys haven't seen this, please go over to the trading psychology section, watch these videos. It's going to take some time, but I promise you, if you guys watch these videos, as well as if you go to my book recommendations, there's a audio version of Trading in the Zone. It's not the best quality version, but please watch that. Also, if pick up the I gotta add, you know what, I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna add, I should add an affiliate link, but I really don't care. I want you guys to go out and read these freaking books. Is it gonna show it? There you go. Guys, please don't worry about the case for modification. Read Trading in the Zone. Read Best Losers Win. This book, it's different from Trading in the Zone. I personally like Best Losers Win a little bit more. Just my opinion. But guys, please watch the trading psychology videos, as well as, you know, make sure you watch everything else. I know it's gonna take time, but trust me, it's well worth it, guys. It's well worth it. You don't have to, like I said, you don't even have to. The reason why I made commentary videos on this is because I want you to give you guys my reaction, my perspective, how you can apply it to crypto and how we trade things. You don't have to necessarily, you know, watch my perspective on things. If anything, it makes it longer. There's a link in the description of these videos to where you can watch them on your own accord. So please, guys, go watch Trader Tom. Trader Tom is crucial. I am behind the curve ball because of my not understanding of mental challenge. Yes. The best way to describe trading psychology, and I got this from Kite, so you know, props to him. He does a really good job explaining things. You have to separate your normal instincts, your normal reactions, your normal thoughts when it comes to everyday life from trading. You cannot apply the fight or flight mentality. You can't apply other natural reactions that you have to certain things in life to trading. You cannot apply those two together. You have to be able to separate them. And with it, to be honest, I can sit here and shove videos down your throat. You guys have to not only read and watch these videos, you have to go ahead and immerse yourself in these kind of situations. Go through the ropes, go through the tides, you know, you have to go through the motions of doing these trades, of actually getting used to it. If you guys don't do that, you know, I personally believe not everyone has to go through losses to become successful. That's my personal opinion. I think a majority of you guys will. It's a very unfortunate thing, but I think the grass is always greener on the other side. I think if you do start out this way, you lose. Take the time to better yourself as a trader. I promise you will definitely take a turn, or definitely change the direction of how your trading career goes. You just have to put in the time, put in the effort, read, understand, stick to your trading methods, stay on top of your trades, and just understand the process of things. That's probably No monkey brain allowed. Exactly. No monkey brain. Monkey brain bad. So we're at 574 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. We're almost at 600. Guys, we're gonna hit 1,000 soon, man. I have a feeling we're gonna hit 1,000 soon. If we hit 1,000, I definitely think. I think in 2023 we're gonna hit 1,000. I don't know when. The goal was to hit 1,000 by March. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I think we can get close. I think we can get to like. Because on this current trajectory, right? If let's say we don't pick up, we don't slow down. All right, let me give you guys some analytics here. In the last month alone, we got 105 subs. So thank you guys so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the support. If we continue this trajectory, obviously, let's see, what are we at? We're at 5. 1,000 minus 5. Oh, we just got another sub. Thank you so much for whoever just subscribed. I really do appreciate it. If you're here watching right now, thank you so much. I hope you guys take away something from the live streams and the videos. If you guys are new to the channel, please go ahead. I stream 3 times a week. I gotta update that in the banner. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Usually I start streaming at 1 a.m., but I wanted to get the stream done a little early today, just because I have stuff to do. So 3 times a week around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as I do upload occasional regular videos, talk about certain things, maybe stuff I got going on. As of right now, like I said, if you guys are new to the channel and seen the David Tech collaboration with Trigger.trade, I am working with David on, I am using his bot, and it's so far fantastic. I'm not going to go ahead and shill it too much. Go ahead and watch the video if you guys are interested. It's free for a lifetime if you join the group. That's all I'm going to say. But you have to join the group for a lifetime. But yeah, so at this rate, 425, we need 425 more subscribers to get to 1,000. All right. At the pace of dividing it, let's say we stick to 105 subs a month, we're going to get there in about 4 months. So obviously 4 months is going to be February, March, April, May. So May. So by the time summer hits around, we'll be at 1,000 subs. I would like to get there sooner, but I gotta be realistic. I'm gonna aim for like May, June. I'm gonna say June. We'll get there. If we get there sooner, I'll be great. It'll be fantastic. But thank you guys so much for showing support for the channel, guys. It really does mean a lot to me. We're getting a lot of viewers who've been watching some of my videos here. So I'm expecting a lot of new people to come by. If you guys have any questions regarding how I trade, ABCs, trading in general, guys, I consider myself an experienced trader. I'm not a pro. I consider myself an experienced trader. I've been doing this for going on. This is going to be year 3. I started in 2020. It's going to be year 3 for me. Can you provide the link for the video of David's bot to watch? Absolutely. Let's go ahead. I'll pull it up right now. One shot. I am posting the link now. So go check that out. Like I said, all the bot does is it allows you to manage your trades for you. So if you aren't familiar with how we do things, we view things from an ABC perspective. Our job is to identify setups to take trades off of, based off of groups of trends of groups of 3 or trends in groups of 3. I don't know why I made that so confusing. A to a B to a C. In this case, this is a bearish setup. We have to short as long as price is below the A. Once the C puts in a higher high, what the bot does is basically you set the parameters for it. So basically, in this case, it's telling the bot is telling Bybit to go ahead and short every time we get below that wick of the A. All right. In this case, it got me in the position. Even if price does cross, it's not going to add to that position. It's going to make sure you get your initial margin in, and then you'll be good. If that's when that's the case, it'll manage our stop losses and continue to get us back into the trades. The other thing you have to do is, if you get stopped out, I would say more than 2 times, go ahead and adjust. You should be adjusting your risk every time, but the amount between 1 or 2 trades is not that significant. Thanks, Johnny. Just signed up for David's Discord. Having trouble getting started. Yeah, so if you're in David's group, there's a lot of different stuff to go off of. I think there's a lot of, like, we have Scopes in the group. He's a good guy. His strategy is a lot more in depth and intricate than mine. I do like it though. I don't implement it just because I just like ABCs. That's just what I do. If I did use order blocks, it would be on a much larger time frame. I'm not the biggest fan of going into smaller time frames, but to each their own. I'm just gonna say this for me. ABCs are probably the most straightforward and easiest strategies you can get behind. Is it the best? I'd say overall as a package, yes. There's some parts of the ABC strategy that aren't comfortable with some people. They don't like getting stopped out a lot. They don't like the frequency of the trades. The people are eager to take more trades. That's not necessarily a good thing. You have to focus on those positions that matter. And for us and how we trade, we can get a good position in probably, if I had to give you an average, a good setup comes by every 1 to 2 weeks. There might be an extended period of time where we focus on that trade before a new position comes. But for us, that's how we do things. But a lot of the trades that we hit are big winners. Which bot are you using right now? Out of the 2, it's the static bot. So if you go to trigger.trade. It's not the variable, it's the static. So create static bot, link your API keys, and then if you watch that video one shot, you don't have to, if you want to do, I can go over it briefly if you want, but that video, William from the group, which is David's brother, and I go over, he shows you how to set everything up, as well as I show you how I set it up, how I use it for my trades. So it's a great tutorial video. One of the last piece of the puzzle was prevent pyramiding. Oh, did not mean to do that. But yeah, it's a static bot, one shot. Oh, did you? Oh, someone mentioned that in the Discord. Let me see something. Someone asked this in the Discord group, Alan. I'm not too sure. Let me look into this right now. The basic show all features. Oh. All right, so you are going to need at least the Pro. I didn't realize that. So going over like the difference between the plans, you go to alerts. You do need a webhook notifications. So you are going to need the minimum Pro, which I think is how much is it? $13. Not trying to shill, but Alan, if you are interested, I believe there is a affiliate link in the description below for Tradingview. I believe you do get it. You might be able to get a discount. I'm not too sure, but if you do decide to sign up, I would appreciate the support. It does support the channel. Yeah, it looks like you have to get you have to get, where is it? I just saw it. Yeah, you do have to get at least the Pro. We gives you 20 alerts, which is more than what we'll need. We're never going to use 20. The most we'll use 4. And for $12 a month, it's not $13 a month, it's not terrible. Well, that's annually, sorry, monthly, 15. I'm using the Pro Plus right now. Like I said, let's see. I have the free one. Couldn't get to see the option. Thanks. I will think about it. No problem, my friend. Been going on for about an hour now. All right, guys, let's play some Wordle. Okay, Snake. I want to get Snake out of the way. The K's in the right spot, and so is the U. What is the chances of that happening? Is lurk a word? No. Burk. Turk. Nah. I want to say it's a U-R-K in between, so. Perk. I want to say something like that. Ooh, funky's a good one. I'll try that. What the hell? Okay, so it ends in a KY. It's not an N. Oh, is it Lucky? What do you guys think? Lucky? I didn't expect you to listen to such poppy music for being a metalhead. You know what's really funny, Drew? I think I tell people this. It's actually hilarious. I love like that side of music. I love the metal scene. I listen to everything. But when I'm not listening to that, I actually listen to this. It's not this exactly. I can show you exactly. Hold on. There's a song on here I actually do really like. But it's easier. Most people don't listen to my style of music. So I'm not going to sit here and stream and you just hear blast beats going on in the background. Just because, you know, I gotta entertain them. I gotta entertain you guys. I gotta keep you guys intrigued. And I know some people don't like it, which is fine. This is the next best thing. Where's that song I liked? Yeah, look, these are all the songs that I've listened to. There's one in particular I really like. I do like this one a lot. I don't think this is the one though. Where is it? Might have been this one though. Was it this one? I don't even remember which one it was. This one. For some reason, I like this a lot. But it's weird. You'd be surprised. Let's see. I like I listen to Carver-based live forums when I'm yes, when it's when I do stuff around the house. If I'm not listening to like that kind of stuff, like metal, I'll listen to Carver-based live forums. I'm doing stuff. What kind of metal are we talking about? Oh, we can go on to this forever, Jerry. I grew up with. It's not Lucky. Bucky. I grew up. I listened to Master of Puppets from Metallica when I was 12 years old. Got hooked onto that. I saw Metallica's my favorite band ever. No, it's not Bucky. Not Cucky. Bucky's not a word. Mucky? I was thinking. But after Metallica, I would say 2009, 2010, I got into Avenged Sevenfold, and then that got me to Bullet to My Valentine, and then I expanded that to all early 2000s metalcore, Killswitch, Trivium. Well, actually, I didn't listen to Trivium until recently. Killswitch, Bullet, who else is up there? All That Remains. I'm trying to think of the main ones. Mucky is the right one. Good job. Who else is in that? I'm trying to think who else is up there. And then I pretty much expanded to other genres. Like I listened to a lot of a lot of decent bands in like the deathcore space. I'm not a huge fan of deathcore. There's a couple bands I do like. Cannibal Corpse. I think who else? Cannibal Corpse. Who else? What's the name? I'm thinking of the band. Whitechapel. Who else? Hold on, I gotta find. I've listened to a couple bands recently. Bad Omens, I know them. Bullet is great. Saw them live twice. I haven't seen Bullet live, but I do it. They're on my list. I recently saw Killswitch Engage live. This was a couple. I'll show you guys this. I saw Killswitch Engage. It was actually right before New Year's. They played a holiday. If you guys follow Killswitch Engage, they did a holiday like rage tour. Like it was a 3-day show. There was one in Sayreville, New Jersey, which is the one I went to. It was a little bit of a drive for me, but I went there. So worth it. Got front row. They played. The set list was absolutely unreal. I gotta find the video. Well, I gotta turn the music off for a second. Can I pop this out somewhere? So, I was front row at Killswitch. They were a lot of fun. I took a shot with Jesse. Jesse was poured tequila down my throat. The entire shirt I was wearing was reeked of tequila even after I washed it. I didn't get a video of that. This is a couple of videos. It was fun. I actually was on this is on Starland's Instagram page. You can see me down on the right hand side here. I made the Instagram page. The kid next to me here was miserable the entire time, and his dad behind him was getting mad at crowd surfers. How do you go to a metal show and get mad at people for crowd surfing? He was like punching people as they were coming by. It was actually kind of funny to see, but he was getting so mad for no reason. Where's my Tradingview chart? Let's see. Hailstorm, Stone Sour, Avenged, Disturbed. I saw Disturbed a couple years back at PNC Center. Avenged Sevenfold. I saw them. My first Metallica show was in 2016. I saw Avenged Sevenfold, Volbeat, Metallica at that festival. I saw Avenged Sevenfold again when they played at Giant Stadium back in 2016 when they Metallica released Hardwired. I saw Volbeat a couple times. Slipknot. I saw Slipknot once. Killswitch Engage twice. But the first show don't really count because we were so far away. I've seen Trivium twice. They're my favorite band as of right now. I love those guys. Their music is insane. Who else have I seen? I've seen Gojira live. They were really fun. Gojira is really fun. Great show. A7X was touring for the album with Nightmare on it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Actually, I heard Backcountry because it was on the EA soundtrack. I know Avenged Sevenfold from Call of Duty. Come on. That was like their biggest thing. All right. All right. Well, nothing's happening, unfortunately. Johnny, even if you no longer use fib replacement levels in ABC trading, it would still be interesting to see how you did take advantage of using it. Jopa, that's a good point. Let's see, Driller, you're making me feel old. I saw Slipknot for the first time when they were on third stage at Ozfest at noon. It was 1996, 97. Damn, that's crazy, Driller, man. That's I would love to see. There was a, I forgot the name, but in my home state there's these small clubs and they were popular. It's like, if you guys are from the East Coast or from the tri-state area, Starland Ballroom is like one of the most popular venues in the tri-state area. A lot of famous bands have played there. A lot of them before they were famous. A lot of them still do. Like Killswitch Engage. They play festivals. They play huge shows like PNC, huge venues like PNC. And I was able to see them at literally Starland Ballroom is like a very oversized bar. So to see bands like that. But Slipknot played when I think before they even released their first record. They played a lot of shows in New Jersey. And I wasn't old enough to see them, but a friend of mine had pictures and stuff from when he saw them, and he said it was insane. So I can't even imagine to see Slipknot at a venue so small like that, like a Legion Hall almost. I got the original promo tape for the free from Spencer's, which is, holy crap, that's crazy. My first concert was 98 or 99 festival in DC. Linkin Park's album has just dropped and they were on the first stage. Insane to see where they ended up. Yeah, I see. I wish I listened to music I grew up with my taste in music in the 90s. You know, you would have been able to see Pantera live. You would have been able to see Metallica at their peak. A lot of bands like Slipknot and stuff were coming up in the late 90s. It would have been so cool to see them in the beginning. Let's see. So going back to Jopa's thing, it would still be interesting to see how you first take advantage of using fibs. I met Dimebag Darrell about a month before he was murdered. Jesus, that must have been crazy. That must have been crazy, brother. It's a damn shame, man. It's a damn shame. I blame it's Phil's fault. I'm kidding. No, it's not Phil's fault. If Phil wasn't a scumbag and doing too much, you know, constantly smoking or snorting meth or just using speedballs and then have a ridiculous drug problem, and he focused on music and Pantera more, Dime probably would still be alive. Anyway, that's a whole different conversation. It was nuts. He wasn't playing. It was a Static X's Soulfly concert. Oh, that's even crazier. All right, let's go ahead and talk about fibs. So how I used to do fibs is the main purpose of the fibs was trying to see where the ABC would end up. In this case scenario, you would take an extended trend, a combination of an ABC, and we would go ahead and pull the fibs from top to bottom, bottom to top. You would target to take profit around the 0.5 to 0.4441. So in this case, we would probably take profit around this region. The issue I find with using fibs and the way we do things is that you sell yourself short. The thing is, we can aim around the 0.5 to 0.441, but we don't know if price is going to top or bottom out in that region. Okay. And that's something I have learned over the past. Yes, it's nice to secure profit when you can, but if you guys know the saying, you can't go broke taking a profit. That is actually not true. You can absolutely go broke taking a profit. The way you do it is by taking profits too soon, right? It depends on the scale. It depends on how you're trading and how we view things and how our perspectives and how we view the market and how we take trades on the size of the ABCs that we work with. It's tough to use fibs because you're selling yourself short and not taking advantage of the larger move. In certain areas of consolidation, yes, it could work. I was using fibs back in this region, and I did fantastic. Fibs as well as just plain ranges. We took ABCs, but we mostly focus on ranges, local lows, local highs, and that's all you would do is just play between the two regions, the two zones. And we did really well. But the problem is you do really well until you get into situations like this where price breaks out of the range. And you try to time tops and bottoms and take profit, but the problem is you don't know where price is going to reverse. So that example I just provided was something I would have done in real time when I was using fibs. The problem is, even if we take this structure here, don't get me wrong, it can work. In this situation, you would have gotten the perfect top, the perfect top in this situation. The problem is you just don't know where price is going to go at the time. And for me, I'd rather focus. I lost this trade. I was in a lot of trades in this region where my account was up to 300. I was actually up almost. I started at $500. I was almost up to $2,000, and I lost everything. But I was shooting for a much higher pivot. I was shooting for these highs to be hit. So for me, I was willing to hold it and make even more money on the way up versus just holding, versus taking profit down here. Because for me, I would have sold myself short. You take profit in the middle of a range, it's very hard to get back into a position that makes sense. Jopa, if that makes sense. That's the reason why I stopped using them. And I don't recommend scalping. If you were to scalp using ABCs, I think fibs are a good tool, but just for me and how I view things, I personally don't think how to make the most out of the market moves and how we take advantage of price action. It is just counterintuitive. 4X, yo, what's up, bro? What's up, buddy? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. You're a little late to the party, but You know, it's good to always see it here. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I am going to cut things short here in the moment, though, probably the next like 10 minutes. Like I said, I have stuff to do, and I got to go take a look at my car. I might have to go and get something replaced because something's leaking or something's burning. Usually if something's burning, it's a gasket. I could be wrong, but I ain't no mechanic. I have like basic knowledge of cars, but I have to take a look. Let's see. Thank you very much. No problem, Jopa. Follow up. Can the next wave be predicted from a previous one? To an extent, you can almost predict. You can't predict exactly where price is going to reverse, but you can almost kind of recognize the next step. Let me give you an example. For ETH, all right. Let me give you a replay, right? For example, price put in a very extended downtrend. We put in a pump, okay? So in my head, I'm looking at this as a possible A to a B, and I'm looking for a C. If that is the case, I need to see a lower low be broken past 876. I mean, you can tell from how price action developed, we didn't necessarily get that. But I'm being proactive and trying to come up with the next step. Or at least the next place where price wants to go. All right, eventually. Maybe I should have gone back this far. But you can see how price is developing. In how I view things, if I'm viewing this as an A to a B, I don't care how far this goes. To me, this is one continuous trend. And then the next following step is looking for a C. But as you can see, we just kept going. All right, you can see we broke the uptrend, and so now the next logical step for me to consider is the continuation of a C wave as part of a larger A to a B to a C. At the time, we didn't know what price was going to do in this region. All right. I'll show you how the next step, what I came up with next. Like if we go down to a smaller time frame, you know, we can take trades up in this region. Like I did try to take ABCs. All right, we did try to take these trades, but we were trying to anticipate a leg higher to test this region up here. Like I said, sometimes the strategy isn't the cleanest, guys. So we're taking this entry. All right, if this fails, we have to look for another setup. But you can see, as we're working, as price is developing, same thing here. We have an A, B, C. All right, this looks like a larger A. As price is developing, we can conclude that this looks like a larger B. The next possible step is a continuation down lower to a C. All right. All right, so if that's the case, we'll get stopped out of this trade and try to take the long down here. I'm not sure if we shorted this, but that that would have been a position you can short. All right, and now price pretty much blew right through that area of support. All right, and as price is developing, all right, you can see that price is the trends are separating themselves. So even though we do have a consolidation pattern, we do have an ABC to an A. It looks like we might be forming some sort of B, and we're looking for another continuation C lower here. Now remember, as we're doing this, we're putting together the piece of the larger puzzle. We established that this is an A. All right, we thought it was original ABC. It wasn't the case. We have an ABC up here to form a B, and now we're working on a C. The C can end down here, or we can continue lower. And so as this is developing, we're focusing on the larger picture, and we're thinking to ourselves, okay, this is looking a lot healthier as a pullback for definitely for a larger push to the upside. All right, if this is the case, we're viewing this as an ABC. We're looking to take the next available trade down here. Fortunately, it can't go any faster. Wow. It seems very easy, but what do you mean, but? I'm telling you, Forex, this strategy is very straightforward. I'm not saying it's the easiest sometimes, but this is as straightforward as a strategy as you can get. Like, it can get messy at times, I will admit. You know, sometimes it's tough playing these in-between structures, but if you focus on a larger time frame and allow price to develop, I promise you, you'll have a lot better of a job identifying setups. Okay, so we got a wick down here. We do have a completed setup. So now you'll be taking a long once price got below and back above. So to me, this looks like a larger completed ABC. So to me, I'm willing to take this trade and see how it develops. And as of now, the longer it takes for price to develop, the longer price respects a certain region, the more willing I am to focus just on that entry. So as price is continuing to develop, I'm sticking to this entry and we're solidifying this as a support more and more. So that even if price gets back below, regardless of what happens, you can see we pretty much nailed the bottom. As of now, okay? But as price is developing, we will go back to a larger time frame, okay? And we see this, okay, this looks like a completed wave. If this is a completed ABC, what's the next step? The next logical step is to say, okay, if this is an A, we're probably working on a B. If that's the case, we're probably going to get a C. If we're going to get a C, can we find a way to short this? All right. If this is a B wave, we do have an A to an ABC to a B, okay? And then we're working on a C. Within the C, we have an ABC. So for me, we're getting close to kind of not focusing in, but we're getting close to the point to where it's slowly looking like a completed structure. Doesn't necessarily have to be a completed structure, but the odds of it becoming a completed structure are increasing as price is developing ABCs within ABCs. All right, if that's the case, we are going to short this region down here. And we're anticipating a lower low past this region. Okay, so we have an ABC here. I'm not sure you wouldn't got stopped out. I think you would have. Yeah, you wouldn't got stopped out. I believe we wouldn't got stopped out once. All right, we got stopped out once, but taking a look at the larger picture, this looks like this looks like a much more pronounced ABC. So as you can see, the last leg is finishing up. So I'm willing to move my entry one more time. If price continued to pump, the next logical step is to go ahead and target the larger area of the high of the larger A here, which in turn completes the larger ABC of which we spotted here. Then we can go ahead and focus on the larger setup. But until that happens, this looks like a larger A to a B to a C. which is why I was more willing to take these shorts, because we're approaching the high of the A, as well as we're also completing a larger possible B. So that's why I'm willing to take these shorts at these upper regions, and I'm looking for a lower low past 1179. And if you guys know the rest, you guys know the history. You can tell that price came in, putting the lower low. Once price came in, putting that lower low, this became my new entry, and history is the rest. You know, we did get stopped out a couple times, I believe once or twice in this region, but ETH did a very good job at holding 1178 as a support, and now we're continuing to push to the upside. Now that we understand that, okay, going back to what I said before, we're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. If we establish this ABC as an A, all right, as this as a B to a C, this looks like a completed structure. Now we're working on an A to a B to a C here. So there's a chance that we can come back down and put in a lower low, right? Or if I focus on the macro, we have a larger A. We put in a much larger completed A to a B to a C. This shows me that this is a possible larger B. If that is the case, you can see, like I said, once price is developing, we keep an eye on the pivots and the setups that matter. From there, we can dissect a little bit on the in-between stuff. But if you focus on the primary levels, I promise you, it'll make things a lot easier to identify and understand. If we can establish this as a larger A to a B, the next logical step is most likely we're going to come up and put in a C wave. If this is an A to a B to a C, like I just mentioned before, we can easily come down and put in a lower low. We don't have to put in this high. If we come in and put in a lower low, odds are we're probably going to come down and break that low of let's see. It's a little bit difficult to use strategy. I would argue against that, Forex. Thanks, that was very helpful. I think if you made a full tutorial on the topic, it would probably get a lot of views. I do have, you guys go to the main channel. If you go when I'm not streaming, the main title video, you literally see it's a brief explanation of this. I do provide a very technical, a very in-depth tutorial on how to do this on my Discord. It's not, you guys, the guys, not necessary. I will do this for free if you guys ask, but everything is provided in the Discord. Vote Yoshi, this guy. Sean, my man, how you doing, man? See, I looked out the window and I didn't see you weren't there this time. Why didn't you come bowl yesterday, dude? The entire crowd was there, man. Come on. I'm just busting your balls, man. Hope you're doing well. You better bring your ass to bowling soon, though. Showing the potentials together helps it make more sense. If higher than, if lower than, it helps clear up the, yeah, exactly. This is the reason why I was honestly just thinking of I was honestly just thinking of that. I thought today was Wednesday. Oh no. You missed it, man. We had the entire it was actually, well, I mean, I know you don't bowl that much, but we had the entire crew there. Everyone was there except Dan, you know, but you know how Dan is. If it's inconvenient for him to leave his house, he's not leaving. But everyone was there though. We missed you. We missed you. Let's see. But yeah, Forex, I'm gonna disagree, because once you understand the potentials of what could be happening, it gets a lot easier to navigate. Like I said, sometimes it's not the cleanest setup, but when we hit these trades, they're massive moves. I'm done, bro. I retire from every day. You and I both, man. Trust me. Sometimes I get lost as well. That's why I'd start setting alarms. Like, it's weird. I don't have a set schedule anymore. Like, I honestly thought, like, people were off of work on Martin Luther King. I thought it was fucking Saturday. I'm like, why the hell is, like, what, are we still in the weekend? So I get lost in the sauce sometimes too. So I got you on that. I got you on that. right, if you guys don't know, Boat Yoshi is a good friend of mine. We hang out in the bowling alley together like a bunch of degens. No, I'm kidding. He's a good kid. He's a good guy. Did everyone all caught up on chat? All right. Yeah, I believe I'm all caught up on chat. But Jopa, I know what you mean. Let's see. See, bro, it doesn't make sense. LOL. It's basically the correlation between DXY and S&P 500 NASDAQ driving BTC. Yes and no. The only thing is that yes, it's correlated, but the actual moves itself aren't correlated in percentages. You know, if the DXY, you know, if the S&P rises 2%, Bitcoin's more likely to rise a lot more than that. It's more exaggerated moves. But yes, I think on a total, from a face value scale, yes, they are. It's all correlated. But the in-betweens and how they behave is quite different in my opinion. And actually, sir, you shall see me bowl each time now. I've been bowling in an off time with a friend. He's not kidding. Oh, bowling with a friend, huh? I was kidding. Yeah, I think didn't you bowl a little bit last time you were hanging out with us? I believe I saw you. You bowl a little bit. That's cool, man. Oh, not the porn bots. God damn it. Hold on. I gotta do my. I gotta get the stick out, the band stick. I get the band stick. Let's see. No porn bots for me. Get the hell off my channel. There we go. The hell off my stream. But yeah, man, come by. Let's see. But why is DXY dropping when it should be stronger with such news? Because in a way, news doesn't. News does affect things, but to my extent, to what I know, I don't think it's that significant. That's the problem. Is everyone glorifies news. Everyone thinks news is everything. That's not the case. News can cause certain movements to happen, but it's not the end all be all. Just like overall market sentiment. Everyone going into 2023 sees all these bad signs, all these bearish news coming out. Just because everyone thinks things are going to get bad doesn't mean they are going to get that bad. Or if it does get bad, it might not be as bad as everyone thinks. Agree, but there are running bots from market makers. I don't think bots have that significant of an influence, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Hell yeah, digital herp. Loris, UK 100 on a daily is not looking good. Take a look. Oh, didn't it put an entire high? Oh, all right. So something interesting. The UK has what do you guys see? Do you guys see what I see? As easy as ABC, my friends. If the UK gets back below 7, what is it? What's that pivot? 7708, we'll call it. Actually, no, I gotta get a little bit more exact. If it gets back below 7692, not looking good, especially with this push to the upside. This completed a much larger structure, so don't take it to heart, but does not look good from that perspective. But we can easily keep pumping. Who knows? All right, guys. Like I said, unfortunately I got some stuff to do. I gotta cut the stream a little bit. We did go for an hour and 45 minutes. I usually try to go for 2 hours, but I was gonna cut it short, but we made it this far. But thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate every single one of you who decided to come by today. Sean, I better see you next week. But everyone else, I will catch you guys on the next stream. It's gonna be on Sunday. If you guys haven't seen my more recent video collaborating with David Tech and coming out with the bot and everything, go check that out if you haven't. If you guys are interested. But yeah, you guys will see me here on Sunday. Maybe we'll get an answer by the time the weekend comes in. I really do appreciate every single one of you who decides to come by and hang out, contribute. I really do appreciate you guys. So let's see. Good luck with the Suvi. Thanks, man. Like I said, I hope it's if it's a head gasket, man, I am fucked. That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry to be vulgar with you guys, but I am screwed. You might as well just put a new engine in that car. Have a good day. Good luck with your car, Bidarius. I appreciate it. We'll see how bad it is. I might have to take it to a shop, but if I see a visible, if like my coolant tank is dry, that's a problem. But I will let you guys know. Luckily, I really have a job to go. I don't have to drive to a job anymore, so work from home. But like I said, thank you guys. I really do appreciate you guys. If you haven't liked the video, I would appreciate the like. Subscribe if you haven't. Looking forward to see you guys, having you guys on the channel. If you guys are new here, we picked up a lot of subs over the last couple weeks. So if you guys are new to the channel, I really do appreciate you guys. Hope to see you guys again, and hopefully you guys can take away something from these live streams. But I appreciate you guys. Until the next time, I will see you then. Be good, be safe, trade safe. Don't be stupid. Don't make dumb decisions. I will personally yell at you if you do. No, I'm just kidding. But try to be smart. All right, guys. Love you all. Until next time, I'll see you then. Oh, Forex. If you have any questions, man, about ABCs, I just noticed you last chat. Private DM me on Discord if you have any questions. I know you said you don't think it's easy. I can give you a rundown if you want. Just let me know. All right. On that note, I gotta leave. All right, guys. Love you all. Catch you guys next time.